Hey guys, thanks for checking out Clever TV. I'm your host, Dana Ward in Hollywood, hanging out with Tiffany Thornton.
Hi.
I'm so happy you made it to our studio.
I know,
We've never seen you
guys have
here.
to come to set all the time, and I always get to see you everywhere else, but I've never been to this awesome studio. But every time I watch you guys online, I always see the backdrop and wonder where it is. And now I know where
it's
you are.
Real. You
It's
can tell everyone
actually
it's
real. It really is. I know, all these places behind here. Capitol Records is way back there.
Yes. Speaking of, let's talk about music. I know you've been busy recording.
I have, yes. I was just in Nashville a few weeks back, and I've actually been flying back and forth for 2 years now.
Wow.
Just, songwriting and recording out there. And I love country music. I grew up in Texas, so it's just in my blood. And it's going really well. And I actually have an event this Sunday at the Roxy at noon where I'll be performing 3 of my songs. One of them, my fans already know. It was on the Sunny with a Chance soundtrack. And I co-wrote that. And
which one is that?
It's called Sure Feels Like Love.
Okay.
And so they'll know that one, and then 2 new songs that I co-wrote out in Nashville.
And you're debuting these, right?
I'm debuting, yes.
No one
has
has heard them yet.
Except like my best friends.
Right. Your inner circle.
Listen to it in my car, yeah.
Okay, so tell us about these 2 songs a little bit.
Okay, one is called Man Up, and I wrote it with Jeff Cohen and Natalie Humby, and she wrote White Liar from Miranda Lambert.
Oh, nice.
And Jeff wrote Postcard to Paris for the band Perry, so they've got some hits going out there, and it makes it easy to write with people when you love being with them, and they were so easy to work with. And Man Up is just kind of about being in a relationship. This isn't about my husband, I promise.
Just putting it out there.
This is like before you get married, but being in a relationship where the guy gets lazy and forgets to open the door and starts ordering before you and just doesn't care and doesn't make an effort anymore, and like either you man up or I'm gonna walk away.
Or kicking him to the curb.
I'm a lady. You better treat me like
exactly.
it. Yeah. So that's what that song's about. It's a fun, up-tempo song. And then I have another one I'm performing called I Am Me Because of You, which I wrote with Jeff Cohen and a guy named James Slater, who wrote In My Daughter's Eyes for Martina McBride, which is like one of my all-time favorite songs. And it's like an ode to the family kind of a thing. Just I was raised to believe in the power of love, forgiveness, faith, truth, like that kind of a thing. And it's about my parents and my grandparents and just anybody who's had a good influence in my life. So, yeah.
I just love the title of that. I mean, the
you.
title's moving and touching.
I usually start with the title. I get the title idea in my head, and then that's kind of where it flows from. So that helps me create the song better. I've discovered that over the past couple of years.
Oh, very neat. Yeah. And how would you describe the style of that particular song?
I Am Me Because of You. Well, James is a very, very talented pianist, so it's definitely a piano ballad. It's just, every time I play it for someone in my family, they cry, but it's nice to be able to give respect to my family. That's why co-writing is so important to me, because I get to say what is in my heart, and I get to show my appreciation and show emotion. And I love acting. Like being on Disney Channel has been so wonderful, and it's so much fun to pretend to be someone else. But with music, there's a certain sense of vulnerability, especially when you co-write your music, because it's who you are. I mean, there's no shades up. There's no character you're playing. You're like, well, this is me.
Yeah.
I hope you like it.
You're raw, right in front of everyone.
So I try to keep my music like that. Not too much instrumentation in the background. It's like, I love how Miranda Lambert, on The House That Built Me, it's just basically her voice and a couple instruments. Nothing too over the top. And that's what I try to keep the theme going with my ballads that I write.
Very cool. Well, if you guys want to check out, oh my gosh, Tiffany's debut of these 2 brand new songs, and you're local to LA, definitely click the link below because we'll have all of the ticket info coming up on the 22nd.
Yes,
right?
This Sunday.
April 22nd at the Roxy. But about this show, it's actually all in the name of a really good cause.
Yes,
Perhaps you can fill us all in about that cause.
I would love to. Well, I've been honored to be a part of the Voices of Meningitis campaign for the past year. I contracted meningitis when I was 19 years old and spent 10 days in the hospital fighting for my life, and was fortunate enough to make it out alive, but it can take a life within 24 hours.
Yeah, what is it for anyone who's not familiar?
Well, it basically shows up like the flu. It's the same kind of symptoms: aches, chills, fever, nausea, sometimes vomiting. It's like feeling like you have mono and strep and the flu, like all put into one.
Wow.
But the one symptom that sets it apart is a very stiff neck. like someone hit you with a baseball bat. Stiff
Oh,
neck.
okay.
And sometimes a rash develops towards the later progression of it. But within a day, it can take a child's life. So a lot of people don't know anything about meningitis and don't know that there's a vaccine that's available. It doesn't give you meningitis. You don't get sick like sometimes with a flu shot, but it protects you. They recommend getting vaccinated by 11 and a booster dose by 18 because it's a communicable disease like mono would be. So you can get it from kissing, sharing a drinking glass, being in close quarters like a dorm room. It's just crazy. I didn't even know what it was when I got it. My mom had just seen a program on TV about it. So she was like, I don't think this is the flu. This is much more serious. You're complaining like more than you normally would.
It sounds terrifying, to be quite honest.
It was absolutely terrifying. And the scary thing about it is it doesn't have much of a difference between that and just saying, oh, my child needs to stay home from school today. So that's why we're encouraging, the kids as well as parents to have that open dialogue with the pediatrician or with the school nurse or something like that so that, so that they can learn more about it. I mean, there's so many things a pediatrician has to look out for. So walking in, they may or may not mention it to you. So saying to the pediatrician, what is meningitis? How can I protect my child? How can I make sure my friends' children are protected? That kind of a thing. That's kind of what we're doing on Sunday. It's more of a somber tone when you're talking about a disease that can take your child's life, but this is a day filled with music and great friends and fun, awesome fans. We're all getting together to perform, and
fun.
We get to tell people, pass out the pamphlets about meningitis, but also just have a good Sunday. So.
I mean, you're literally using your voice to spread awareness about meningitis.
That's the point.
You literally are.
I'm doing that. That's so funny. And not just my voice. We also have Trevor Jackson. He's from, I believe it's called Let It Shine.
Let It Shine, yeah. We actually visited the set in Atlanta.
You? That's awesome. And
He's
Coco
a very
Jones
talented
is on
kid.
it too.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
She guest starred on our show a few times. She's amazing. So Trevor's performing. We have Savvy and Mandy, who are a sister group. They do like pop rock music. They're amazing. Savannah Uten,
great.
who has
Love her too.
oh my God, her voice is like, it melts. She's so amazing. I love her voice. We have Boo Boo and Fievel Stewart of 5L. That's their band name. And we also have Pop Fiction. Pop Fiction's like a Warped Tour kind of vibe. So I'm excited to have them there because I've gone to Warped Tour like every summer for the past however many years. It's the thing that my best friend and I do. I probably won't go this summer because I'm super pregnant. But
next year.
I'll be like, it is so hot outside. But no, I love Warped Tour, so it's cool to have that sound in there. And then obviously Boo Boo and Fievel, everybody knows how talented they are. So all of us are performing 2 to 4 songs, and mine's an acoustic set because I can't really be running around stage with the baby in my belly.
There's not going to be any choreographed moves or anything like that.
Thank God for country music for me because I am not a dancer. Like, I am horrible at dancing. I have rhythm because I was a cheerleader, but dancing is just really not my thing. So it would be interesting if I ever got on some dancing show because I'm pretty sure I just embarrassed myself.
No, you wouldn't.
The whole time. But I'm a perfectionist, so it's a horrible combination.
We would all vote for you,
like,
so you'd make it
I want to
until
be
the end.
great, but I know I'm not good at it. It's like, what do you do in that kind of situation? I'm really pitching myself well.
No. Now you're going to get a million calls tomorrow.
I'm sure I will.
Because you've already plugged yourself as being really terrible at dancing.
I'm sure I will. No, but yeah, I won't be dancing on stage. I don't know if anybody else will. But I will be admiring their talent if so.
Very nice, very nice. And you did bring up the pregnancy.
I did.
What can you share with us? How are you feeling?
I can share that I'm due middle of August. And I'm glad that I'm in LA because where I'm from in Texas, it is so humid in August. It's like sticky and crazy hot outside. So I'm glad that I'm going to be here in the drier climate. But I haven't gotten sick at all. I was nauseous at Christmas for like a week, but I never got sick. It's just been a really easy pregnancy, and I kind of feel bad telling people that because there's moms that are like, what? Easy? It's pregnancy. I'm like, I know, but it's been so wonderful. I've only gained like 8 pounds, and I'm past halfway through, so I guess I've just been really fortunate. Maybe I was just born to be a mom.
Maybe you were.
Yeah.
Maybe you were.
I think I am.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
We're so
you.
excited for you.
Thank you so much.
And your husband, Chris.
Yeah.
And we can't wait for this show this weekend, April
gonna be
22nd at the Roxy, guys. If you're local to LA, again, we've got all the ticket info in the link below. So check it out and make sure you come back.
I will, I promise.
When you debut more new music.
I will, I swear.
And when you can do an acoustic set, you're welcome to do it right here in the studio.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna do it then.
Yes.
Yes, as soon as I'm ready and I can breathe a little easier.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys keep it here at Clever TV for more details all about Tiffany Thornton and her music. I'm Dana Ward, and we'll see you guys soon.